Greetings ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for today's daily match, and let me just mention that this is taken from the Gisado King of the Week. Obviously it's like the place where all the best meet, seems like it in Korea, and it's pretty awesome. Much respect for Gisado. And let me just present the players really quickly. You have here it's Fruitvendor, FruitSeller, oGsCool, one of the finest Zergs playing in the world at the moment, and on the red Terran you have HopeTorture. For the ones that don't know who HopeTorture is, let me just tell you that he is Rainbow, or IntoTheRainbow, but I'm gonna ask for backup to explain this to you guys. Might be easier than me starting to try to prove you guys that HopeTorture is IntoTheRainbow. Here we go, enjoy.
Commentators game. Here is HopeTorture.
Oh, wait a minute, that's IntoTheRainbow. Okay.
Oh, it's Rainbow.
Excellent.
There he is. He's right there.
Hey, Rainbow. What's up? He is the prettiest boy I have ever seen.
He's a very good-looking guy.
Doll.
He is. I didn't realize that was IntoTheRainbow because he says HopeTorture. So
Yeah, I didn't know that was his AKA.
I saw the
actually.
Korean name and I was like, well, that looks familiar to me. But
Yeah.
oh, I didn't even realize. There was so much hype with Tester, and of course you playing today. I didn't.
Yeah, I forgot that IntoTheRainbow.
I saw HopeTorture on the list, and I thought, well, he must be an unknown. Well, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, no, he's very good, and he loves to abuse all the Terran imbalances that are around at the time. Like, I would not be surprised. Well, it's TBT, so he's not able to do anything, but I would not be surprised if he makes it on the next round. We see a lot of replay of patches now and that type of thing.
So what you guys think, huh? This is a great way of just presenting the player. Thank you Artosis, thank you Tasteless, and also a very good way of just killing all the doubts, like if anyone was contesting my knowledge about the game, or if I recognize the player or not, well, there you go. Now you're gonna have to contest those two guys as well. Well, anyway, let's get back into the game. You guys already seen a bit about who IntoTheRainbow or Rainbow is. He was one of the finest Protoss playing in BroodWar. He transitioned into Terran for Starcraft 2. He already been on the King of the Beta from day 9, if you guys recall. He put up a big show there, was some very nice plays there, pretty impressive. And now he's here on the King of the Hill from Gisado. Awesome tournament, so let's follow them and see what he's able to do facing one of the finest Zergs in the world at the moment. I mean, not easy to be Zerg, as you guys know. You need to just get used to the flow, to the mechanics of the race. But Cool is one of the finest, there's no question about it. And as you guys seen, he went for a quick natural expo. I think it was a 15 hatch, if I'm not mistaken. And now he's trying to just get his economy pumping, balanced everything so he can prepare for the mid-late game, I would say. Though he's going to be a bit fragile at the moment. As you guys can see, HopeTorture IntoTheRainbow is not feeling like pushing ahead. He's just keeping his Marines, and I'm actually not even sure which way is he thinking about going. If it's going to be Marine Marauder Ball, or if he's going to transition into something else. But he already has a factory here and he's pumping some Hellions out of the place, so we might be seeing some kind of transition later on. For now he's opening. It was basically the barracks that are already flying around, so I would say that he's not very worried about the Marine Marauder Ball. Factory into Starport, so 1-1-1 opening, and I don't think he's going to be going for more Marines and Marauders because, well, if he would, he wouldn't be having his barracks flying around, basically. And here comes the first Hellion, approaching the Natural Expo from Cool. Cool is already placing, as you can see there, a Spine Crawler, so this place will be defended at least for the early game. He might be placing a couple more, not sure. The Queen is also here backing it up, so I think that IntoTheRainbow will have to transition into something else. Poor little Zergling, he has a lot of work ahead of him. Maybe next week he'll be able to kill this factory, and now two of them just backing each other up. He's sending the Marines back, pushing the Marines back, useless to stay there. This factory getting now siege tanks, so he is transitioning to some kind of mech build, it appears. He has the mech there and getting the siege tech. What we might be able to see pretty soon as well is something that I already showed you guys on previous matches, which is a unit composition made out of 5 units, where a Medivac just grabs everything and fly and makes a drop. since he has the medevac on the production tab. Let's see if it does that. Yeah, there it is. See, SCV, Siege Tank and 3 Marines, and now he's gonna try to make a drop somewhere. This map can be abused, for example, on this area here. This ledge here, it's excellent to destroy the expo, so we might consider doing that. Though Cool knows his game. Look at him placing a spine crawler there, and if he has visibility here to the top, which he does with the Overlord, he might be able to poke on the units. But here he comes, Cool landing. He even brought an SCV, so he would be able to just repair the siege tank in case it start getting hit. And look at him, just siege, and now there's going to be plenty of shots on this base, unless Cool decides to bring something up here. He won't be able. Look at him focusing fire on this spine crawler. It's a good idea. If he had the spine crawlers already established on this area, he might be able to abuse it, but like this, this is going to be painful. Look at him, just slowly shooting everything. Yeah, FruitSeller is just saying something to HopeTorture, I guess. This ledge is completely dominated. He even made a missile turret here, so it's going to be really hard to actually remove this this group of units from here. Notice as well on the production tab that the answer by Fruitvendor is getting the ventral sacks, and they might be going for some kind of drop. Here comes second siege tank, another drop in this ledge, and this base, I don't see it escaping this harass. Massive hits, look at it. 2 siege tanks just making a big massive pile of minced meat out of this hatchery. Disgusting. Here comes roaches, all of them running away, while another command center getting ready, so I think he's just getting prepared to pick up his natural expo, while Fruitvendor oGsCool just lost his. Big hit on his income, obviously. Now it's balanced again, but look at him, he's gonna answer back. He's gonna make a drop into HopeTorture's base. This is gonna be fun. I do adore to see Overlord drops. It's just fun, and it's something that you don't see every day. But it seems like, yeah, there's a Viking. Viking spotted him. Hopefully they'll be able to get to the base. The Viking was actually shooting the one that is empty, doesn't bring anything. And here they comes, roach drop on the main base. HopeTorture just pulling back, trying to get his siege tank and the few units that he has here to defend the place. But it's basically undefended. Here comes the Thor. This Thor might be helpful now, pulling all the SCVs from the base, from the mineral line, and the roaches just making a hell out of the main base from HopeTorture. What a mess for IntoTheRainbow. Go roaches, focusing fire on those SCVs, repairing the Thor. Look at them all around the Thor, keeping it alive while he shoots all the roaches down. Impeccable playing by IntoTheRainbow. And oGsCool roach number is just dwindling really fast, only 2 left. This is getting messy. What does he has here on the back? He doesn't have anything. And only 1 roach left. Over. Game over. Was a very nice try, but it didn't work. Simple as that. Pulling his overlords back. At least now he has a way of making probably some drops here if he's willing to, and he cleaned this area. But as you guys seen there, here comes a Thor ship. And by the heading of it, I would say that he might be going straight into the main base, while oGsCool is trying to pick up his natural expo once again. And here comes Overlord drop, probably on this place. Yeah, there it is, already roaches here. He already had the drop, I was just following the other group. There it is, Thor on the main base, 2 drops going on at the same time. These roaches will be able to clear this hill, and finally that ledge will be rid of any opposition, and he can just expand normally. But this Thor is just running around completely free on the main base. Finally the roaches coming. Whoa, nice microing, picking up the Thor instantly and taking him out of the base. He already did the damage that he had to do, I guess, though he didn't hit much, but he had a couple of shots on the main base. And this won't be easy now. Here comes a full transition into mech by HopeTorture. It's just Thors and siege tanks, and there was a Hellion there in the back. He's actually trying to get this this drop working, and the Thor ship keeps running around. But, oh, now he's gonna reinforce the main line here. Yeah, front line from HopeTorture, entering into the natural expo from oGsCool, harassing everything. Once again, this natural expo is over. Gotta be destroyed once more. oGsCool has been contained for so long that he just decided, as you guys can see, he just made up his mind and decided to create another base, another expo, way up on the north, just on a completely different place and very isolated compared with the trajectory that both players have to do. They're just full east and full west, so they can just pass with that base being incognito, just being unnoticed. And the oGsCool might benefit from this because his natural expo already got destroyed at least 2 times. I mean, getting pretty messy. Look at here, just a single Viking scouting what's going on. There's already the Spire going down, so we're probably going to see oGsCool transitioning into something else. Let me get the production tab up once again. For now, seems like he's not going to go for any Mutalisks or anything like that, and this Viking is just pulling back, controlling the Xel'Naga Watchtower, which will give him control on all of this area, so if anything moves coming out of HopeTorture's base, he'll be able to notice it, but he doesn't have much of the force at the moment. He's actually working out of 2 bases, getting once again for the 3rd time his expo running, but this doesn't look good at the moment for oGsCool. He had a lot of pressure, he had his economy interrupted several times, and as you can see, though it's balanced, he already had at least 2 big hits on his base, so on his natural expo, so I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with HopeTorture for long, unless HopeTorture just decides to turtle up and allow his opponent to just rebuild his army. But for now, look at this. Full mech, there's actually some marines here, not many, and it's basically Thors and siege tanks. Pretty impressive army, especially against the unit composition that Cool went for, which, well, at the moment it's basically roaches, it isn't much. Oh, he's just running away, he spotted that movement. Yeah, he wants the roaches to be saved, at least for now. They have no upgrades, as you can see, and look how far the creep is already going. It's getting close to the Xel'Naga Watchtowers. This is going to benefit Cool, obviously, on the late game, but he actually needs to survive to get there. And this big mech group won't allow these roaches to do much about it. And look at how he is expanding, how fast he is. He already has a 4th base here. 3rd expansion, 4th base going on there. And it's really close to the bases from HopeTorture, from IntoTheRainbow. Thor ship getting picked up. The rest of the group just following. Yeah, he was just making sure he would be able to save that Thor, and now he's leading the cavalry, leading a big mech army into the main base, into the natural expo, I'm sorry, of oGsCool once again. I think it's going to be the 3rd time this natural expo is going to get punished. Whoa, look at how fast it goes down, and dead. Seriously, Cool has been in pain with this base for so long, since the early game basically, since that first drop came up. And this shows how well IntoTheRainbow has been handling the drops. Small battle here, meanwhile the big bulk, the main group entering the main base from oGsCool, and big line of siege tanks and Thors, nuking everything. Oh, all these Thors against this group of Mutalisks. I don't think it's enough Mutalisks, to be honest. Look at them, all of them flying above the units, but they're getting slowly killed one by one. Okay, it's still 2 Thors available, 2 Thors alive. Gonna pass into 1, but there's only 4 Mutalisks only, so I don't see much coming out of here. Yeah, it's basically over on this base. Focusing fire, and just over. oGsCool got nuked. No chance.